All right, so today we're doing a deep dive into something I think we all deal with, maybe without even thinking about it. Online trust.
hmm Those little scores and badges you see.
Exactly. You see a site, it has a score, but what does that number actually mean? How is it generated?
Well, that's what's so interesting about our source material today.
Right. It's a review of a website called Turbo Detail Models. And by looking at how it was assessed, we can really see the science behind these trust scores.
Yeah.
Okay, let's unpack this. Our mission here is to get past just a simple good or bad label and really understand the metrics that drive a website's legitimacy score.
And that mission becomes very clear very quickly when you see the main finding from this review.
What was it?
The analysis gave the Turbo Detail Models website a trust score of only 7%.
7 out of 100.
7 out of 100.
Wow. I mean, a score that low suggests something is seriously off across the board.
It does. But what's so critical here, and what the review makes clear, is that this wasn't just someone's gut feeling. This score was generated automatically by checking over 40 different elements.
40, that's a lot of checkpoints.
It's a very robust check. And it tells you that the algorithm is looking at the site's infrastructure, not just how pretty it looks on the surface.
So what kinds of things were on that list of 40? What were the big red flags that dragged that score down to 7%?
Well, the review highlighted a few key areas, things like the website hosting details, the actual technology the site is using, and then some more interesting ones,
Like what?
like an assessment of location popularity and even the level of detail in the item descriptions.
Okay, let's drill into a couple of those. When you say the technology being used, what are we talking about? Is it just like, do they have a security certificate?
That's part of it, sure, but it goes deeper. A big penalty trigger is if the site is running on a really outdated or unsupported framework,
Why does that matter so much?
because a genuine e-commerce site needs to be stable and secure. It needs constant updates. If it's built on old tech, it raises huge questions about security and, the long-term intentions of the owners.
It signals whether it's built to last or for something more temporary.
Exactly. Is it for real, accountable business, or is it for something else entirely?
Okay, and what about that other one you mentioned, location popularity? That sounds a little vague to me.
It does, but it's actually pretty concrete. It's not about where the customers are from. It's about accountability.
So where the business is registered.
Yes, precisely. Where is the business legally established?
Yeah.
Where are its web servers located? If that information is hidden, or if the server location is constantly changing,
Huge point deduction.
major deductions.
Yeah.
Because that kind of ambiguity is a characteristic often found with, let's say, less than reputable online operations.
So the machine runs its 40 checks. It spits out this catastrophic score of 7%. The data is what it is. What's the final verdict then?
And that's the key question, right?
Yeah.
The source review itself, after presenting all this data, says you should be very cautious. But, and this is important, it also explicitly recommends that you do your own manual research.
So the score isn't the final word.
It's the starting point. The system knows it has limitations. It can't judge human intent or, say, the quality of customer service.
And that really is the core lesson here. Understanding how these scores work gives you, the user, the power. It's not just about seeing a 7% score and running away.
Right.
It's about knowing why it's 7%. Understanding that things like stable hosting, modern tech, and a verifiable location are what these systems look for. That knowledge lets you do those same checks yourself.
So that actually brings me to a final thought for you to chew on.
Go for it.
These systems, with their 40 checks, are almost entirely focused on technical and logistical things, right?
Okay. The architecture.
Exactly. So my question is, what essential non-technical factor would you add to that list? If you were judging a site, what's the one thing you'd look for to decide if it's worth your time or your money?